Facebook Live. Hey there, Queenie.
Hey there, Doc. You don't look like you're in your office, except in your case, you kind of are.
I'm in my workplace. Uh, it's a little cool out here. I'm praying that it doesn't rain while I'm talking to you.
Okay. Oh, that's always good. Absolutely. I love this so much. What is that cool, amazing thing behind you? My goodness. You've been a busy girl this weekend.
Yes, we have. Well, right over here, and actually, look, I'm pointing correctly. That is our bean cucumber tunnel. So I wonder if I can walk, and I apologize. I don't do this too often.
Cucumber tunnel. Okay.
We'll
You're going to have to explain it because remember, some people might be in my same boat as far as novice.
Okay, and bear with me. I apologize for, I don't know how much you guys can see.
Beautiful, actually.
So basically what that is we took some railroad ties and put some metal rebar, if anybody knows what that is, through the railroad ties. So the railroad ties will not go anywhere. The rebar was 8 feet long. We pounded it in to about a foot high. So that's holding the railroad ties. And then we took these, they call them cow panels, and basically zip tied them. And then some other there were two guys that were helping me. So, I don't know the names of things. They were basically like special nails, and nailed down the cow panels and bent them in a little arch, and we're ready to grow. So we planted some beans, two different types of beans, and then we planted Armenian cucumbers, which are a real good cucumber to eat. So, and the best part is everything will grow up this arch, and we don't have to bend over.
Well, that is super cool. But honestly, this looks so incredible. And how awesome. The people from your church sound like they are really coming together to help with this community project.
Yes, everybody's jumping on board, which is fantastic. It's hard to do it alone, and everybody's just jumping in and helping out. I've had tons of help, which, I could never have done this tunnel behind me because I just don't have the strength, and it takes a couple of people. It was a big job. It took us about 5 hours to put it up. So, and then I also had some help.
That metal stuff does not look thin, which means it would be difficult to bend. So I would think that you'd have to have a lot of male strength, actually.
They call them cattle panels because they basically put these, around, in fencing to prevent the cows from breaking through. Though, if a cow really wanted to, it could, because they're so big. But let's see, I'm going to try and show you what else I've got here. See if I can do that. I'm trying to look and see.
These I know what those are. You showed that on your YouTube channel.
Oh, yes. These are the potato towers. I'm really trying to give you a shot here. Can you see those? I'm going to depend on you looking at that.
Absolutely. Okay. Tip your phone down just a scooch so we can see all the way to the bottom of the ground, because right now, basically, we see just the big poles sticking up. That is fantastic, because good. I saw that on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. So those are our potato towers. And so far, we planted 180 potato seeds. And from potato seed, we will hopefully, we're praying for, we'll get 6 to 8 potatoes. So, multiply that. So we're hoping for at least 1,800, if not 2,400 and beyond, as far as potatoes, and all different kinds. We've got Yukon Gold, we've got white potatoes, we've got red potatoes. So we're excited.
I just cannot imagine, you've been talking about an acre for several weeks. And I get that, I guess, but now that you've actually shown us the delineation of your actual property that you're going to be planting on, this is phenomenal, Doc.
It's a big, yes, it's, it's a big blessing. And I'm going to just kind of scan. You can kind of see the acres behind me. That is 1 acre tilled. We're getting ready to till it again. We've had fun because of the weather, which, that's typical. But yeah, it's been a huge blessing. And I had somebody the other day ask me, what are you planting? And I said, how about if I tell you what we are not going to plant? And the only things we won't plant are okra. And I will plant hot peppers, but not a lot, because I'm not a hot pepper. And, I haven't had any requests, but we will put in jalapenos and maybe a few ghost peppers. But other than that, or maybe some cayenne. But we're going to try and grow as much as we can in this space.
So you're going to have onions, you're going to have
Yes.
garlic, you're going to have potatoes, you're going to have tomatoes, you're going to have lettuce, you're going to have Swiss chard. What about sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes,
Wow.
carrots, parsnips. Trying to think of what else. Well, I'm not doing rutabagas or turnips.
Actually, I
or
just now thought of broccoli and cauliflower.
broccoli and cauliflower. Yes. Trying
Yep.
to wait for the second till before, and we're a little bit late on getting that in, but we're going to pop that in here this week, hopefully. Because I've been babysitting a whole bunch of plants. So, yeah. And the volume, like we're talking about 45 to 50 plants of, and it's a combination. It's broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and then just put in some Swiss chard. I've got a little garden. I don't know if you can see this here.
Yes,
I'll
we
give
can
a-
see that. Yes.
So a raised bed, which is my kind of my business a little bit.
That's
But
okay for sure. And I can see where a raised bed would be phenomenal.
yeah, just planted some radishes, spinach, lettuce, and I've got the Swiss chard and the onions going today. So yeah.
So
just
honestly, oh my gosh, I really mean it. This is the coolest thing for you to be able to be on location today. And that's why I really thank you for doing this, because when you talked about the acre, and then actually Delinda planted a garden box herself on wheels, which is kind of amazing for her. And we saw her progress. All of the people that are doing this now, it's so awesome to see that people really, really, really realize that they have to grow their own food because of what's going on in the stores now.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, and actually, I'm associated with a company called Gardenary, and they were teaching about salads. And there was a comment the other day where they were talking about just one planting and one, like the raised bed that I just showed you is about a 4 foot by 4 foot box. She basically saved $30 to $40 going to the store on salad fixings. I mean, that's that to me, of course I love gardening, but you can save a ton of money on your fresh, and you're getting fresh, the farmer, the grower, and growing it yourself. It's very rewarding, not only nutritionally, but I can say that maybe some people don't like to garden, but it's nice to be outside in the weather and enjoying it and
We've
watching
talked
it grow.
about, oh my gosh, we've talked about this before, honestly, with you, with your family having your Kangen water machine. And I am, I guess now, I am a water snob, but now I can actually say I'm a salad snob. I have been out, like even restaurant level out, and I cannot eat the salad. And it's I guess my personal actual problem, but once you have tasted lettuce grown by a gardener, hello, thank you, doc, and then rinse it with the 11.5 Kangen water, strong alkaline, you cannot eat the stuff that they slop into a bowl at some of these places. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And I can't even believe, I personally would not have believed that there's this big of a difference in flavor.
Yeah.
But I am very serious about it. I guess I've eaten salad my whole life and don't care, just whatever, get it down. But now that I have had the difference, I cannot do some salads when I'm out. Now, some restaurants aren't bad. I won't mention names because I don't want to run on something, but some of the places I go, I can taste the salad and say, okay, not bad. So does that mean they don't put crud on it, or what is that?
It could be a matter of many different things. But I've talked to you about different sources. It's kind of like the water. We can tell tap water because our buds are trained now for basically a pure water that the Kangen machine does. Same thing, like with salads, if you're growing it, or restaurants, they may choose. It depends on your restaurant. There's a few chains that try to go like a non-GMO and try to go the organic route out there, and some restaurants do the same. So you might be tasting that difference. And then who knows how much.
When you said that, Doc, I just thought about that. I bet that's the deal. They soak the stuff in tap water. Which
I was just about to say, or whatever they're spraying it with to keep it fresh.
Okay.
Keep it fresh. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of lot of different things. And you know, unfortunately, I think I had a post a couple of months ago, even the organic stuff, they might spray stuff over it, you know, to keep it as fresh as possible.
Yeah.
So,
And some preservatives and all those things that you always talk about harm the human body on top of it. And I guess I certainly appreciate knowing that, but my thing is the taste. If I can't get it down, it doesn't matter how healthy the lettuce stuff is. If you can't swallow it because it tastes gross, I bet you're right. They put tap water on it with the chlorine stuff, and that's what I'm tasting. Oh my gosh, I didn't actually.
No, I bet you that's. Yeah, and then, you know, we were talking about the gardening. I actually was talking with a gal this morning. I had a one-on-one, and they're new to gardening, and I was telling her another benefit of the gardening piece. I had told her this happened a couple of years ago. The dog is at the garden. Yeah,
I was just going to ask you who your assistant is. We saw her run past the fence.
This is Happy. Happy is I'm hoping Happy is going to guard against all the critters but I'm actually wondering if I'm going to have to guard against Happy because she keeps going for the Swiss chard. I'm like, hey.
Well, it sounds like she likes healthy stuff, and her name really is Happy. That's adorable.
It is Happy, yes. But I was basically telling this gal that I had forgotten a bag of salad, a lettuce that I picked from the garden. I lost it in the back of the refrigerator, and it was about 3 weeks. And I went back there and I found the bag, and I thought, oh, let's see, you know, how bad this is. I opened it up. It was perfectly fine. It was perfectly fine. As long as you don't rinse your lettuce before you put it in the plastic bag to put it in the refrigerator, it's fine. So I rinsed it, and you could not tell that I picked it 3 weeks earlier. I mean, that's how, you know, growing your own stuff it's such a big difference. Plus, you know, a lot of times, as we all know, fruits and vegetables in the store, they pick it early in order to make it last throughout, you know, wherever it's coming from, the shipment part. So, yeah.
That is the coolest thing ever, honestly. And like I say, it's great to meet Happy because we saw her run along the fence earlier, and I wanted to know about your assistant. But isn't that interesting? She guards the garden against critters, and she likes Swiss chard. Now that really is a trip. I would not have thought dogs would do vegetables.
Yes. I'm thinking it's my fertilizer. I use a fish fertilizer, and she was licking the bottle, and I'm like, oh. So I might have to change it a little bit.
That could be part of it. Yeah, for sure. Now, what is is there anything new that you're growing this year that you have not personally done before in your 40 years of gardening experience?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
So,
okay.
You know, so I've been getting a lot of wonderful people that are actually making donations. I should take that back. We are going to put rhubarb in, and I'm not a big rhubarb fan. So I just, you know, I don't grow because I'm not a fan, but we'll put that in. And then I just found out today that there's some people that are going to donate some fruit trees and fruit bushes like blueberries and raspberries and those kinds of things. So I've done the raspberries. I've never grown blueberries. I have never done trees. So we have a few folks that are volunteering to help out that actually have ventured into some of that stuff. So it's kind of like all hands on deck.
I can see doing trees on your acre because some of your items would need shade. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I can see where that would actually be a good thing because now you've got fruit trees with a quote purpose. And now the purpose is not only the fruit, hello, but now this is the most exciting thing I've seen for real. And quite frankly, Doc, I know that you're so good with YouTube and Instagram Reels that you have been putting some of these videos that you've been actually creating on your channel. I think this is going to help other communities do their own community garden.
I hope so. I mean, that is our goal, is to help others, you know, and everybody, you know, is pitching in, you know, and to address our community, you know, that's our goal. That's our goal. I'm live on Facebook. Yeah.
So now you have an audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not just happy you got an
and
audience.
He's wondering, like, why are you talking to yourself? Because I do.
Yeah. Seriously, because I have to. I need someone to answer back.
Yeah. Yeah. The dog just doesn't answer. She just eats my stuff.
Yeah.
But
seriously.
Oops, I just lost you there.
That's okay.
Sorry.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
But yeah. So we'll see. But I actually, I have to caveat, I have to be honest, I ran out of time. I thought I could squeeze in some planting, and then I looked at the clock and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get home. So,
Well, but that's why I say, I think being able to do a location is just the coolest thing ever. And I'm really not kidding about that. I love it so much. We are thrilled that you are doing this for so many people, being able to do the potato tower, the green bean trellis, all of the different things that you've got going on. And think about it, quite frankly, my friend, your expertise with the volunteers, with the donations, with the people that are actually willing to help plant, till, harvest, all of those things. I cannot wait to see what this is going to look like over the next few months.
yeah, we're super excited. You know, we are really excited. And you know, it's funny, as soon as we started doing things, then the interest, at first people are like, yeah. But you know, when you see it, it's more exciting because it's starting to happen.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm so thrilled that you could do it on location today. And I mean that with all my heart. Before your arm breaks, we're going to bid adieu, but I did want to, for everyone listening with us today on Doc and Queenie Facebook Live, we literally want you to go to kitchengardenexpert.com, Doc's platform, Kitchen Garden Expert, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, everywhere she is, YouTube. Please go and watch her channels, because if you know someone who's interested in helping the masses and being able to help people with the community garden, just look at the land behind her. This is a community effort, hello, but it is also Doc's expertise, and that speaks volumes. So please connect with Doc if you haven't already, and share this certainly with your friends that might be in other parts of the country, world even, to be able to help people as far as grow your own food. Because my friends, if you've been to the grocery store in the last couple of weeks, you have to know the prices on your family budget have definitely gone up.
Yes. And you know, I'm going to throw an ask in, you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm working on trying to hit 100.
We'll do it.
And I know you're working at, I know you were, I know you hit 500 videos.
Yes.
But I'm trying to remember, there's another goal in there, of course, at the moment.
My goal is 1,000 subscribers, and I'm at 353 or something like that, I think. So I've got 7 months left, 8 months basically, and I'm super excited because I do want to get to 1,000. I wanted to get to 100, and here we are, and it just keeps going. So the goals continue, and I'm glad about that as well. Kathy Weaver KC is my platform for any of you who are looking for how-tos and things like that, and definitely Doc has that as well. My friends, thank you. Oh, go ahead.
And then I was going to say, stay tuned, everybody, because we're going to have a guest live coming up here in the next week or so. So we're super excited. And I know you can help me out here, Queenie, but we're always excited to help others promote their business or whatever they want to promote, because it's all about networking and who you know, and just getting the word out, you know, like what we're doing now.
Absolutely.
With helping people.
Doc and Queenie, we are every Monday at high noon on Facebook Live, and then Thursdays at 7 o'clock Central PM for our Bible trivia, and guest lives anytime the three of us, you, me, Doc, can coordinate our schedules. You have 15 to 20 minutes to talk all about yourself, and we give you the video link so you can put your promotion everywhere. So honestly, we thank you for being with us today. Doc, thank you again for doing this on location thing. It really helps a lot of us to know what this looks like. So try and keep happy out of the Swiss chard.
Yes.
And we will talk to everybody soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Queenie. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.